could have went out there.
We have how many sports? College sports don't exist anymore. Basketball, sure, there's some countries that enjoy their basketball, but it's nowhere. Nothing approaches. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Again, he could sign another contract. He doesn't have to be done if he doesn't want to be done. So he's negotiating.
So basically, the transfer fee is like they had to do with Otani. You had the posting fee. You may not get it, but you can sit in the room and have a conversation. Yeah, like when he was back in the day with the Seattle Mariners or whoever, right? Yeah.
Now, mind you, Barcelona's trying to sign him again. So, again, I just always look at it like the only sport in the U.S. where I get bothered about the money the guys make is baseball. I can't explain it. Mahomes gets paid $10 and $500. I don't like it.
You know why?
But then I see some bastard like Marco Gonzalez Blue Jays players that I don't like. Dude blows. He's making $13 million.
No, Mike.
Hockey never bothers me.
No,
Basketball never bothers me.
Here's why. Here's why it doesn't bother you. Because you see them constantly moving, constantly doing things. In baseball, if you actually put a stopwatch to the amount of physical exertion that you see players do, it's less than 10 minutes. They actually have to move and do something less than 10 minutes a game. Most of the time, they're either on the bench or standing. Now, the pitcher and the catcher and probably the first baseman are the three that work the most. But other than that, third baseman, yeah, you can go innings without anything coming to you except for the ball saying, "Pass it around."
Yeah, you can't measure intangibles
Right.
in baseball, but other sports, you can do that.
Right, you can see somebody hustling up and down the court, skating up and down the ice. You can see on the football field, the poor old lineman basically every play going at them, just a fist fight. In baseball, all right, you can sit out in right field and you have nothing here to do. Straight in.
It's amazing. Messi has been with the club for 20 years. He's 33. 20 years in the same place. Just to see it. I mean, Dave, he's one of the greats of all time. He's not debating that.
Yeah, we got these in front of us like in the
He's 14.
Like, here's the other thing. whole different deal.
Oh, tomorrow's Bobby Bonilla Day.
Is it really? He gets another check, huh? If you don't know what Bobby Bonilla Day is, it was one of the worst contracts in history. The Mets basically did what Rico talked about with the Steve Young deal. Hey, Bobby, we don't want to pay you all this money now, but we're going to pay you $1 million a year for 25 years. So Bobby Bonilla hadn't lifted a finger in, 20 years, but he still gets that check every July 1.
I mean, honestly,
Bobby Bonilla Day.
I imagine he gets up in the morning, showers, eats breakfast, puts on the robe, does a long stretch and say, all right, honey, walking to the mailbox.
They say, Bobby Bonilla Day, Bobby Bonilla, going to the mailbox in a robe that's not tied,
Right.
nude underneath, just opens the mailbox with his balls and knows there's a check in there.
Oh, no,
for
I'm
$1
saying-
million bucks that he didn't have to do anything for.
Right, does a little dance on the way to the mailbox. Stop, points to the neighbor, robe open. How you doing?
How many
Yeah.
are there?
What?
How many more checks for Bob? Oh, hold on, let me see.
He's
You know what's funny,
I
Roberto?
think he's
I feel like
the 12 years.
Yeah, the Bobby Bonilla thing has been something my entire life. Hold on. Bobby Bonilla contract. How many years is it, though? All right, hold on here. So this was... He receives $1.2 million. It's an annuity, but it's $1.2 million. He collected the payments for a decade. He will do so through 2035.
Yeah.
Yes. Because the Mets bought him out in 2000.
Right.
And here's what's interesting. The deal's generosity is in part due to investments the team has made with notorious Ponzi schemer, you guessed
Right.
it, Bernie Madoff.
Because they needed the money, so they said, hey, can we defer your payment? Yeah, so Roberto, I mean, I would get creative one year, but you know what? Let me get this in $100 bills.
Let it roll.
I think it's a great deal.
I mean, seriously, you are just dancing all the way. You're making your favorite breakfast, and you finally look over, all right, honey.
But didn't David, look this up. Isn't Max Scherzer's deal? No, it's not 50 years long. But didn't the Nats essentially set up an annuity where Max will be like in his 40s and still getting paid $30 million a year?
Yeah, Max Scherzer will receive $105 million total from the Nationals that will be paid out through 2028.
Jesus.
You know, I know Iverson had.
There's another one out
Iverson
here.
had that annuity where Reebok set aside the money until he was 40. Like he just got his Reebok money because they said,
Well,
we're going to protect you from you.
Yeah, we're going to protect you from the blackjack table.
Well,
Get your money.
there's another setup annuity type thing. Manny Ramirez will collect $24.2 million total from the Red Sox through 2026.
See, I think it's brilliant, though. Like, think about it. You basically have a job that pays you $1.2 million a year until you're 57 years old. Bobby Bonilla, that's the greatest guy. You may say Messi's deal is the greatest deal ever. Let's face it, he's losing at least half of that in taxes. Bonilla, from a responsibility standpoint, he has not played for the Mets in 22 seasons. Yet, he's had a $1.2 million a year gig every year.
And growing interest the whole time.
Oh, unless he's a total boner with his money.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they haven't said, hey, Bobby, can we just buy this out? Nope. I'll see you next year. Same time, same mailbox. Can we at least do direct deposit? Nope. I want to see the check.
Dude, you know the drill. When it's in writing, it's very difficult to negotiate.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So the Mets are paying him nearly $30 million, which is the sum of all the annual payments. So according to this, but all right, so it's more than double the 12.7 that Bonilla's contract would have had at the time he started getting the payments. There's also an 8% guaranteed interest rate. It's the equivalent of an 8% return on investment every year with no volatility or risk present. And with the Federal Reserve slashing rates to near zero, no one else can get a comparable return on something like this. So basically, it's 8%. no risk. It's a deal that no one can get.
But think of it like you could just say, you know what, this year I'm just gonna blow this whole money. I'm just gonna buy this.
If the Mets only paid a 3% interest rate, do you know what Bonilla would get paid each year? $455,000. See, it shows you paying the 8% has killed them. Here's the other thing that's in writing. How did the Mets ever sign this? Unbelievable. Even if Bonilla dies, his heirs continue to get paid through 2035.
You know why? They needed the money for that Bernie Madoff stuff. They thought they were about to get rich quick. They bought into the Ponzi scheme, and they needed capital. And to them, think about it. We're gonna make so much money. Who cares what we got to pay Bobby Bonilla $1 million for the next 30 years? Don't matter. We're gonna be saving.
Why are you sending us this mess about regular break times? Well, like we assumed anything otherwise.
I'm just letting you know I'm doing my job.
Please.
That's all.
Better get control of this man back there talking to us like we're children
Oh,
over here.
stop it, Mike.
This is the halftime report. This is the financial corner. We're talking about
I love this.
Messi. We're redoing the salary cap, and Rico's talking to Kenny about aliens. That is how.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by MBM Check Cashing Warren. Accident-free on the drive this time around, but there are some down power lines as a result of closure 30 Mile Road westbound between M53 Van Dyke Freeway and the Macomb Orchard Trail in Washington Township. MBM Check Cashing Warren cashes checks others won't. Cash on the spot. Insurance and lawsuit checks with high and low limits and a drive-through for convenience and privacy. Go to MBM Check Cashing Warren, located at 8.5 in Van Dyke, and ask for Glenn. MBMCheckCashing.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, learning how to be a hibachi chef.
Why?
Well, it was so easy to get an auto loan from Navy Federal Credit Union, I needed something more challenging. Heads up.
Do not throw that shrimp at me.
With decisions in seconds and rates as low as 1.79% APR, Navy Federal makes it so easy to finance a car. Onion volcano. You might want to try harder things. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Credit and collateral subject to approval. Rates subject to change and are based on creditworthiness. Advertised rate available for new vehicles. Insured by NCUA.
The thing about comparing rates at Progressive.com is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about comparing rates at Progressive.com. We probably don't even need the words comparing rates anymore to remind you that seasoning steaks at Progressive.com is an easy way to save on car insurance, or that swimming in trousers helps you find the lowest rate. And that's the thing about foraging for truffles. You've heard a lot of ads about standing tiptoe on a cinder block. Compare rates and sing softly to a wounded field mouse and save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
What makes the perfect workout? Being able to ride, lift, and stretch in one place with motivating instructors.
Y'all look so good out there, Peloton.
Classes that always work around your busy summer schedule.
Push Peloton, you've got 20 minutes of opportunity on this ride.
Instructor-curated playlists for every mood.
Let's turn it up. Come on.
Now what if you had it all? Right at home. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
In some places, it's always rush hour. And the honking never stops. At Nature Valley, we wouldn't have it any other way. Take in the outdoors with Nature Valley granola bars.
I'm a counselor for the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline. People don't want to call us. They're ashamed, and they don't think they can be helped. I have years of experience as a counselor, and real-life experience, too. I was a gambler once myself, so nothing you say can shock me. It's my job to help you, so call me.
Call 1-800-270-7117 for help. Sponsored by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and the Michigan Association of Broadcasters.
We don't want you on our team. You're too slow and fat.
This is weight bias.
I'm worried about your weight.
Don't you care what other people think? Millions who live and are affected by obesity face weight bias every day.
You're not the right fit for this job.
Unfair judgment by others.
Just stop eating so much and exercise some. You lose all this weight.
These people often blame themselves.
It's just me. Nobody likes me. I
I do exercise and eat right. And I talk to my doctor.
Weight bias hurts.
Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect.
Your words and actions matter.
Let's stop weight bias.
Let's work together.
Be part of the solution. Go to...
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Did you guys already start at McDonald's?
Yep. Would you like a couple taco supremes?
Maybe just one.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm shaking so bad.
All right. Well, we'll be there in just a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Don't. Yep, she wants Taco Bell. She wants Taco Bell. That whole lot. It never happens.
I think we should talk about it. Take a moment, look at that menu, and I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
I think we're choosing tacos instead of bunch of it. What can we stop you today?
Can I get a taco supreme with no tomato and a Baja Blast freeze medium?
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else?
That's it.
So one crunchy taco supreme with no tomato and a Baja Bass Freeze. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, 348 green, please. Thank you.
Wisconsin. Now, this will be the Big Ten's game of the week.
This is the game that I can drive Rico to from Evanston the next day in Madison. Graham Mertz has his own logo.
I don't know.
Wisconsin -3.
You may be able to do that, Mike. I had fun with you at the Michigan State Spring Break. That was an enjoyable ride. Got to
Just wait till I pick up the dinner tab. You'll really have
just say I had to ride in the chariot. It's great, David.
Oh, man.